What's shaking YouTube tonight? Welcome to the CovrPrice Comic Book Shakers of the Week for 9/8/2022. I hope you guys are staying cool on this hot ass day. While you guys are congregating, you know what it is. It's Thursday. That means it's Freestyle Friday.
The baddest on the microphone apparatus is here. When I rock a rhyme, often eyes are dropping a tear. It's so beautiful, it's America's landscapes when this man makes lyrics like the syrups that you pour upon your pancakes. My mandate is to grip minds like a handshake. Spit Orlando Lakes and go skinny dip with the fan base. Over any damn breakbeat, I hastily make pastries tastier than anything that Wolfgang makes. So take notes out of suckers, I make coats, lump of some like Bubba Gump fishing on lake boats. I take jokes and turn the comedy into drama. I'm bagging on your mama, I'm Jeffrey Dahmer behind ya. I'm a rhyme writer, lock stock, smoking the ganja. Rebuttals befuddle, leaving a puddle of saliva, sillies. You couldn't handle Randall when I throw my grammar at you. It hit your head and you would think I threw a hammer at you. I point the camera at you like Herb Ritz. Develop it, then use the pictures to pick up bird shits. You're nervous as the impervious wordsmiths hanging out in Rafa's new crib come with the verses.
What up, everybody? We just had
What's
a
up,
late
man? Let's do it.
scratch. So, Justin, I'm going to send you the show notes. No
Bam.
pressure at all. And
No pressure,
by the way,
Justin.
by the way, why don't you say hello to the people while I send Justin the notes and whatnot?
Absolutely. As always, welcome to another fantastic edition of the Ofer list. No, the Shakers list. Actually, you may actually get no, I don't know. I don't think so, actually. Tonight's a fantastic list. You know what we love best about the show? Me personally, the chat. The chat is on fire. Welcome to the show if you're here live. And if you're watching us on the rewind, get in here on a live show and see what it's like. I'll tell you what, chat's on fire. So
Yes,
tonight, sorry.
All right. I just sent
You ready?
Justin the notes and the link. So we'll get things started. And if hopefully you can pop in while we do the first one,
Hell
since we have
yeah.
the longest intros ever. This show is sponsored by friends over at CovrPrice.com for your price guides, collections, and trends. Our top 10 every Tuesday, 6 p.m. Pacific on YouTube, and Thursday for the Shakers list, and also on your podcast. Alexa, play Lords of the Long Box podcast on Spotify. The show is also sponsored by our friends over at My Slabs. Tired of paying 10, 15, 20%? Join the 1% revolution. And this list is compiled by our buddy over Matt, and and he got it to me late, so forgive us if there's typos in what we show you. But it's pretty eclectic list. We have some golden age, some modern, some copper, some silver, a little bit of everything. And there's one or two in there. You got a chance, maybe, but you know how that goes, man. So speak of the devil.
Maybe.
Wow, it's like everybody showed up. Look at that. Holy cow.
Oh, you don't need me then.
Jesus
All right.
Christ, dude.
So if you want to still hang around, Justin, it's up to you.
No, I'm good.
Justin's out. All right. Thanks for popping
like,
in,
fuck that,
Justin.
I'm not
Appreciate you.
Man, I'm out of here. All right. So Gabe, you're going second.
Cool.
Cool.
Justin, you want to go third?
Sure.
You can be on the show with Justin. How cool is that?
That throws you all off, JB. Now you get to read number 4.
I just rehearsed. Thank you.
Hey, you don't
I
rehearse
haven't
for
looked at the
Lord's
list
show.
yet.
You should know that by now, man. So this is let's compile for our friends on CovrPrice, looking at the most interesting sales, our highest sales down on the exclusive daily Shakers list. This list changes every day. Changes several times every day, so make sure you check it out to review some of the hottest trending books. When we go over these 10 here, we'll see what's shaking today, boys and girls. And as always, get ready for the offer list. Maybe we shall see. What do we got kicking it off?
You know what? How about I throw a monkey wrench and make Gabe go for? No, I'm joking.
Whatever.
No. First off, we've got this one's a really great story. You guys ready for this one? Blue Bolt Weird Tales of Terror, issue number 115, originally published way back in 1952 from Star Publications. Now, another awesome pre-code horror skull cover. These things were certainly popular in the pre-code era, though this cover features a skull with hair and skeleton hands covered in blood. It's an instant classic done by cover artist L.B. Cole. Now, this book is known as one of the rarest and most sought after in the Blue Bolt Weird Tales series. Last week, a raw VG copy sold for $2,000, beating out the previous raw sale of $1,000 from last year and $1,400 and $700 in 2020. Now, there's been quite a few more recorded slab sales, though, 25 to be exact. The highest is an astounding $16,730 for a 9.6 way back in 2017. Now, there have only been one other 9.6 sale, and it was back in 2002 when that's probably the same slab sold for $8,625. Another example of this book's constant value increase is two 7.0 slabs. One that sold for $3,600 in 2019 and $9,500 in 2020. These are major increases year over year, and that is an incredible cover by an incredible artist.
Yeah, all black cover and a skull with a wig. That is. I'm still wilding out about that, but kind of interesting. The title of this Blue Bolt. I mean, any annotations, but anyway. The color really pops, especially when you have an all black background. I mean, look at the candle, a little green coming off it. And that funky ass goddamn hair on this thing is really fucking bothering me, man. I'm sorry. It's weird. All right. So Blue Bolt, Weird Tales of Terror, 115 from Star Publications, a VG sold for $2,000 in a raw dog. All right. Late to the party, but he's welcome to join anytime he wants. Justin, what do we got for the second one?
Ooh, number 2, we got The Crow from McFarlane, 1999. The Crow debuted in comics in 1989 before a feature film released in 1994. During that time, The Crow developed into a cult following, a truly passionate fan base centered around Eric Draven. Fans of the IP were unfortunately devastated at the loss of Brandon Lee, who played Draven in the film. Emotions were raw for years, with the community both wanting a rebooted Crow and also wanting it done right. Well, many of us got their wish from the original Crow, returned in 1999 with a vengeance. And by that, we mean a 1 in 10 variant from Todd McFarlane. Todd McFarlane has a massive fan base on his own, colliding with the fan base of the Crow and leading to this all-time high sale for $579 and a CGC 9.8, eclipsing its previous high sale from 2 years ago for $420. Some of you may not know this, but the Crow is reportedly coming back once again with Bill Skarsgård of course, It fame, landing the role of Eric Draven. With the anticipation of this upcoming new Crow project, such an amazing cover would be quite the display piece if you're not already a fan of it yet, of the great depiction of the Crow. And I got to say, the first two Crows are good movies. That second one's pretty badass.
This, like, if you were to tell me like McFarlane did this, I wouldn't know. Like, if that little signature box wasn't there, I wouldn't know this was Todd McFarlane.
Right.
And then definitely
100%
wouldn't
agree
know
with
they
you.
did a 1 in 10 from Image back in 1999. I mean, that was like the death days of comic books, right? Right before, when things really started getting popping in the 2000s with the Ultimate line from Marvel. When did that come out? Right around 2000, 2001? The Ultimate line from Marvel? I'm trying to think.
It's about 2002, maybe 2001. Yeah,
Yeah.
sounds about right.
But there are some dark times, and especially in the late 90s. I mean, 1 in 10. That's pretty crazy. Did he say 1 in 10, or am I tripping? No,
1 in
I'm
10.
tripping, right?
1 in
Yeah,
10.
1 in 10. But it doesn't really look like McFarlane, right? I mean, if you look at it, yeah, that's pretty dope, man. So, all right. So, The Crow, number one, the McFarlane 1 in 10 variant from February 1999, $5.79 and 9.8. And look at the edges, too. It's all black. Good luck with that.
It's a theme today. All black covers.
All right, The Crow, number one. What do we got up next? Oh, just in time for Gabe. He loves
man. Look at this 90s comics. This is what I'm talking about. So this is great. We're talking about Danger Girl, number 2. This is the J. Scott Campbell cover D, ruby red smoking gun cover. This is back from the Image imprint of Cliffhanger, 1998. There are also many great J. Scott Campbell variants. There are also many great Danger Girl variants, with some of the most valuable being the 3 Danger Girl number 2 smoking gun Cliffhanger variants, which are all exceptionally rare. However, this ruby version is not just the rarest of the 3, but is also considered one of the rarest modern variants of all time. And this week's huge new high price of, I'm going to pause for a second here, because this is $7,000 for a CGC 9.8. Also worth noting is that the all-new high sell of the standard smoking gun variant went for $350 raw this week. Campbell covers are on the move. Yeah, this is nuts. While hunting these covers, keep in mind that IDW reprinted these variants with the same logo treatment and can easily be confused for the original issues, which will clearly state Cliffhanger on the top left corner. So keep an eye out for those Cliffhanger versus IDW. I gotta take a look and see if I have these. I have a bunch of Danger Girl books.
I think I have mine somewhere. I had no idea this was a $7,000 book, but
it's a foil then, right? The ruby red on Danger Girl. Is that a foil, I'm guessing?
Yeah, I know it's a hardstock cover, isn't it? I do believe. I think it's a hardstock cover. But damn, why is this so expensive? It's issue number 2. Also, it's not even issue number 1.
Issue number 2s are also notoriously for being
that's true.
ordered back then too.
Under-ordered,
Everybody ordered number 1s, right? Because they're number 1, so they always take a little dip on number 2 and number 3.
Well, in 1990, we know there was at least 4 covers, right? A, B, C, and D. So I mean, I'm pretty sure there was a lot more that came out. Even though it's issue number 2, and I thought I read somewhere where they're rebooting Danger Girl, at least in the comics. There's going to be a new Danger Girl series, right?
That'd be great, because that's J. Scott Campbell actually owned Danger Girl, so they could. Gen 13, which he's also known for, that's still that's a DC property now. That was part of Wildstorm and Jim Lee.
Yeah. All right. So Danger Girl number 2, the J. Scott Campbell cover D's ruby red smoking gun from 19.
I want proof of life if anybody's going to pretend like they have this book. Like,
and a 9.8 too. It has me a 9.8.
Yeah. It'd be great, really. I mean,
Get
gosh, 9.8, $7,000, no matter what, it's going to be a good price.
Yeah, $7,000. All right. What do we got up next?
All right, next up is
good luck,
man. Right, you ready? Forgotten Realms Homeland number 1. I hope I'm saying this guy's name right. The Gez Fry variant, originally published in 2005 from Devil's Due Publishing. Now, fantasy writer R.A. Salvatore is known for writing the very popular Forgotten Realms campaign for Dungeons and Dragons. Now, if you've played any D&D, read any D&D themed books, you've likely at least heard of R.A. Salvatore's most notable creation. Ready? The Drizzt Do'Urden, a legendary Drow elf who cast off the evil ways of the Underdark to become the hero of the North. Now, Drizzt first appeared in R.A. Salvatore's 1988 novel, The Crystal Shard, and has since appeared in over 30 additional novels. However, his first comic appearance was 17 years later in Forgotten Realms Homeland #1. The Tim Seeley drawn Drizzt is featured prominently on the regular cover, which is likely why, despite there being two variant covers, this regular edition sells for a significant premium of $100 for an FMV Raw and $700 in 9.8. However, all covers are incredibly hard to find and very valuable in their own right. While this Gez Fry cover doesn't feature Drizzt, it still sold for a new high of $510 for a CGC 9.8 this week. That's only one of 7 sales we've ever seen for this variant. While D&D owner Wizards of the West Coast May 2021 announcement of a Drizzt-centered TV series likely caused the initial price spike for this book, a recent update announced that the TV series will be a webtoon animated series. Now stay on the lookout for cheap copies, as this series easily flies under the radar for most retailers.
Yeah. Come on, Lords of Brooklyn. You know better. Right? This is called the Shaker Show. This isn't called your average trending top 10.
Right.
Okay? This is called the
This
Shaker
isn't your
Show.
generic top 10 at every other YouTube channel.
AKA the
Copies.
Ofer list, but Liger style. I know you say these books are unknown, but I guarantee you there's people in there that know because the prices haven't changed that much on this. It's there's certain things that people know about, and there's a community that knows about it. I mean, unfortunately, we can't really blow it up, but look at the borders on this book. How it's kind of like this gold thing around it. You really can't see it
Kinda
that
like a
well.
book.
But yeah, exactly. Yeah, like those old school, like
gold
magic
leaf
book.
kind of thing.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah. I mean, I'm digging this cover. I mean, who knows? Maybe it's gonna be, we're getting some more D&D stuff coming. We got that movie with Chris Pine, so you never know, is what I'm saying, boys, girls. 1, 2, 3, 4.
I
and we'll
think
go to 5.
everybody's got a shot on the next one, considering
Do
I
they?
actually own this book.
Yeah,
Do
I'm
they
pretty
though?
sure.
All right, what do we got?
We got Marvel feature #1 from 1975. So Red Sonja is red hot, as key books such as Conan 23 and 24, as well as Red Sonja #1, have gone up in value. Well, it appears that the collectors haven't forgotten about this one, which actually precedes her self-titled series by over a year. The good news is the movie has started filming, with Matilda Lutz as the titular character, with MJ Bassett directing. Raw copies of this book remain extremely cheap, with a near mint 9.0s to 9.4s having a fair market value of only $33. But graded copies have seen the biggest rise. A 9.8 hit an all-time high of $750 on the 5th of September. Let's just hope this movie gets better with the Bridget Nelson version.
Yeah, that
Not
is
9.8, but I do have this book. Come on, man.
I had no
You
idea
know.
that they were making a movie off this.
Same here. I'm new to that.
Yeah, they just announced it like a week or so ago.
Oh, well,
Red
shit. I
Sonja.
still have my regular Red Sonja.
That's why all those first appearances were showing up. All those Conan, 19
Yeah.
and 20s or whatever it is, kept showing up on the list.
23 and 24, isn't it? Or something
23
like
and
that?
24.
Whatever it is.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
Where everyone has
and
spoken, they want 24, even though our
am I
first
crazy to
appearance is
think that
23.
Marvel feature #1 was the first appearance of the Defenders, or is that Marvel fanfare?
I don't know.
Well, it's definitely not Marvel feature.
Can't
Probably
be
the
this
fanfare
one.
then.
Well, that's what I was saying. Hold on, man.
Hold on.
Someone in the chat, just let us
But
know.
I'll tell you what, if you're interested in attaining this book, I actually have it for sale on my first Whatnot. It's one of the 30
Oh.
books I put on there.
Yeah. So there was another Marvel feature. See, I'm not crazy because I have 2 of these. So there was a Marvel feature #1 that came out in 1971, first appearance
Oh.
of the Defenders. Okay, so I'm not crazy, and the drugs haven't totally taken over me yet. But yeah, this is volume #2. There was another Marvel feature that came out in 1971, which
Volume
obviously
2.
was the first appearance of the Defenders, which, as a side note, I always tell you, if you want to get into collecting, shout out to Aegis Comics of Alaska. If you want to get into collecting, I would always say, as a side get these little anthology series from Marvel or DC, whatever. You know what I'm
Spotlight,
saying? Marvel Feature,
Feature.
Marvel Fanfare, Marvel Presents, Marvel
Spotlight.
Preview. Yeah. And just, I know there's some big books in there, but just work your way around those books. Get all the other ones and you can do a complete run of like 40, 50 issues. You know what I'm saying? There's a little collecting goal for yourself. I mean, I should do a video about that on how to have collecting goals. Should I? Nah.
You keep saying that. You never do the video.
Should I do a video on how to take proper pictures on
You should
Instagram?
just do a video.
Still waiting.
Doing videos is a lot of work, man. That's a fact.
I know. I'll
Live.
just be like, hey, man, here's some screenshots on Instagram. Here you go. All right, boys and girls. We're halfway through the list today, so we're running late. But let's just hear from my slabs real fast while we all take a deep breath and drink them if we got them, or smoke them.
The platform designed by collectors for collectors just got even better. MySlabs.com is proud to now feature dedicated sections for both raw cards and raw comic books. Browse over 100,000 slab collectibles, authenticated by the industry's most trusted grading companies. Then check out a massive selection of sealed wax and now raw singles and raw lots. Join a passionate, no-nonsense community of nearly 50,000 members and enjoy some of the best buyer and seller protection in the business. And as always, MySlabs offers one of the most disruptive pricing models in the hobby, with seller fees as low as only 1%. So the next time you're forced to pay 10%, 20%, or more to sell something from your collection, head over to MySlabs.com, the low-fee marketplace, by collectors, for collectors.
All right, let's do a little time jump and let's get to some books somewhat modern. I had no idea about this book, but hey, I really don't pay attention to the new market, so who knows? What do we got?
All right, coming up next, this is Monsters Unleashed, number 3, Future Fight. This is the Inyuk Lee 1 in 25 variant from Marvel back in 2017. So Elsa Bloodstone rumors have been a mainstay on speculation websites and Hollywood leak sites and pages for years. Her rumors have been fueled.
Hordes. Sorry.
Her rumors have fueled many of her books to highs, including this variant for Monsters Unleashed. Jinak Lee did a great job on the set of this low printed variants for the series, and a few have risen well above ratio in price, like this particular Elsa Bloodstone variant that hit a high raw sale of $250. If and when Bloodstone is confirmed, expect more movement for not only this variant, but nearly anything else involving Elsa Bloodstone. If we are lucky, maybe we'll get some of that news this weekend for the Disney Plus Day. We'll see what happens.
I doubt it. Is this based on the new Elsa Bloodstone, or daughter or sister, whatever, or is this based off the OG one that came out in the Copper Age?
OG.
So it's not even her first appearance then.
No, this is just cool.
No, just a cool cover, a 1 in 25.
Okay. Because remember, there was a new Elsa Bloodstone title that came out, introduced a new character, was like her sister or daughter or some shit.
That was just recent, wasn't it? Like
yeah,
like
no, it was like 2 months ago. Yeah. Because I remember I got it and somebody sent me an AOK too. Shout out to them. I don't know if I ever showed it, but I appreciate you. All right, Monsters Unleashed number 3, Future Fight. Go figure, man. Nobody cared about these Future Fight books unless there's featured first.
All of them
Monsters
by
Unleashed.
Jiyoung Lee are badass.
Yeah.
Issue 4 has Moon Girl, Devil Dinosaur, and then I think issue 2 has Medusa, if I'm not mistaken. They're pretty badass.
Another great one for Elsa Bloodstone is the Next Wave series. If anybody wants a really great read from Warren Ellis.
Am I the only one that thinks that they're going to show the Halloween special this weekend on D23? Because really, October's right around the corner. This is the perfect platform for them to show something, right?
Yeah.
All I care about is the Fantastic Four casting.
We shall see. It is all they got it all to themselves. So with that, I'll be going live on Saturday for the Marvel and Star Wars panels, guys. So
I thought it's tomorrow. It starts tomorrow.
I think it's
the Marvel Star Wars is Saturday.
Oh.
Yeah, I think it's all weekend long, but I think the big panels are on Saturday, are they not?
I don't know.
But if it's tomorrow, I'll go live tomorrow. Fuck it, I don't care. I work from home.
I do what I want.
Crazy, eh? All right, so Monsters Unleashed number 3, Future Fight, Jae-Hung Lee, 1 in 25, 250 bones for a raw near mint. Good gracious, Lord have mercy. All right, this is a cool book.
This is crazy, man. Come on. Planet of the Apes, Green Lantern, number 2, the Felipe Masafira Spectrum variant It's a 1 in 40 Virgin variant, originally published in
Interesting.
2017 from Boom Studios. Wow. Now, it's easy to ignore the untraditional pairing of Planet of the Apes and DC's Green Lantern. This series predominantly served as a story meant for die-hard fans of both franchises. It was met with decent reviews and a respectable print run of around 15K. Yet, how many shops ordered 40 copies of each issue? The answer is easily not many, which is a shame, as artist Felipe Masafera created a remarkably gorgeous variant Spectrum set for all issues of number 1 through number 6, all a 1 in
dope.
40 incentive ratio. For years, each individual cover, while hard to find, sold for relatively low prices. However, that seems to be changing, as seen by issue number 2's new high sale of 180 bones for a near mint raw copy. When you come across these in the wild, don't pass these up. Check out the full set below.
Yeah, I'm digging the. I'm assuming that that's a Red Lantern. What's his name? The
Atrocitus.
yeah, Atrocitus, right? And then there's Green Lantern. There's Yellow Lantern. What's his nuts? And then
Sinestro. Yeah, it's cool. Like they're all well. I mean, I don't know who's it? Dr. Zaius is the middle.
Dr. Zaius.
I don't know who the Red Lantern is, but I like all the Red Lanterns in the background are cool. You get
the Red Lantern is actually the gorilla that was like part of. He was the general in the films.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, boys and girls. When we were growing up, that's all we had. We had Star Trek and fucking Planet of the Apes, man. And then, man, Planet of the Apes got really wonky, and there used to be these sequels upon sequels, and it just got progressively worse and worse and worse. You're like, oh, Lord have mercy, help me out here. But yeah. All right. So if you think about it, man, that's like one of the first films that had really a sci-fi cliffhanger, right? I mean, spoiler alert. Yeah. So he's not on a different planet. He's on the same planet, and he sees the Statue of Liberty. I mean, somebody's gonna be like, "Fuck, are you spoiling, man? I wanted to watch it this weekend." I was like, hey, man, what are you gonna do? All right. We can't pass up any list without hitting some type of video game homage. What do we got?
Oh, I like this one. Rick and Morty Pocket Like You Stole It #1, the Tate Howard Gaming Convention Nintendo Power homage from Oni Press from 2017. So, of course, Rick and Morty Season 6 just launched on September 4th, with fans instantly devouring the latest episodes. Rick and Morty comics have seen overall comic movement, yet to much lower from the previous years, I should say. Despite those dips, this cover homage is bucking that trend and has been slowly climbing in price for the past year with no content. Raw copies quietly hit $80 and a new high sale of $270 for a CGC 9.8 this week. It's one of the few variant covers to feature a homage to the ultra sought-after first issue of Nintendo Power, sculpted and photographed by Tate Howard. This rare homage is growing at a time when video game homage covers are booming, as seen as, of course, the 8 Billion Genies #1 Super Mario Bros. 3 homage. It was originally provided as an exclusive at only $10 at 2017's PAX West Gaming Convention and later sold through Oni's website for the same price. We expect this mashup of two fan favorite pop icons to continue the rise in value.
And actually, they're starting the new season like around the corner, isn't it? I do believe. On Adult Swim. So go if you dig the comics or dig the whatever, go make sure you dig out the show, man. So Rick and Morty Pocket Like You Stole It. #1, the Tate Howard Gaming Convention Nintendo Power homage, Oni Press, July 5th, 2017. Good Lord, that's a mouthful. That's what she said. Boom, next.
Whoa. All right, another TV show here. We got Steven Universe #25. This is the Zhao Tong Kong. Say that 3 times fast. WonderCon 2019. Connecting limited to 500 copies variant from Boom Studios 2019. If you've kept up with the weekly reports, you might have seen another Steven Universe book that was covered, which was Steven Universe #1, the 2014 San Diego exclusive. Well, it seems Steven hasn't stopped shaking things up. This issue is part of a set that includes issues 25 through 28. Issues number 25 and 26 originally debuted at WonderCon 2019 and was limited to just 500 copies. Simultaneously, issues 27 and 28 Originally debuted at Denver Pop Culture Con and was also limited to just 500 copies. A near mint raw number 25 sold last week for $305. And the only other recorded sale was a no grade in 2021 for $25. There was also a $153 raw sale for issue 27. Meanwhile, there have been no recorded sales for any of the other covers. It seems someone may be keeping a completed list and trying to connect this set.
Yeah, that's like there's a huge community of Steven Universe. There's like cons for it. I mean, if trust me, if there's any type of collectible or community, Care Bears or Bronies, whatever the hell there is, Steven Universe, there is a community for it. And if there's a comic for it or whatever, it's our collecting world is grown sideways, up, down, vertically, horizontal, whatever. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it really the pandemic really kind of made it so. I mean, the people from the card world coming over here, the people from the video game world coming here, and we've kind of been like the dumping site for people who like, I want to say dumping site, but the aggregator or whatever, hey, I collect this. Are there comics for it? Yes, there is. And then they go down the rabbit hole. So be it good or bad, it's all-time highs right now. So, hopefully you're holding, but then there's this list that shows you that, hey, there's still some other stuff you may not know about. That's, what we consider grails or mainstream or blue chips or whatnot. So, and it's only getting stronger. I mean, hopefully there's not a bubble that we
especially something like this where it's a connecting cover where each issue is debuted at different cons. Like,
yeah, that crazy.
Sucks if you have like one cover of a connecting cover.
That is mad patience right there, son. I mean, waiting like a calendar year to get them all. That's pretty dope, though. I like that. All right, let's Steven Universe ongoing number 25, the Zhao Tong Kong WonderCon 2019, connecting to limited to 500 from Boom Studios, February 27th, 2019. Bam, raw dog, $305. All right, last one there, but don't go away, boys and girls. We're gonna see what's shaking today.
All right, well, last one on the list, we've got Zatanna, issue number 1, the Brian Boland 1 in 10 variant, originally published in 2010 from DC Comics. Now, this DC series for Zatanna has long been sought after by collectors, primarily for the super popular and pricey Adam Hughes covers later in the series. However, Brian Boland did a 1 in 10 variant for issues 1 through 4, as well as 6, and those have slowly grown in popularity in the 12 years since their release. Now, this issue, number 1 variant, sold this week twice, once for $99 and again for $119 or $120 as we've rounded it up. While the $99 matches a sale in August, it looks like that $120 appears to be a new high for this book.
You know what? When I first looked at this, I didn't really dig it. I saw it and I go, because, when I see Brian Boland, I think of that Wonder Woman cover, the flowing curly hair. Then I look at her face, it's like, she almost looks like kind of, Frozen, But then I looked at that little green motherfucker and I go, that looks insane. If you look at the details on that little green fucker, I think he even has a little pee-pee on there, but I don't know what that is, but that thing looks absolutely gnarly.
Boland is a monster, dude. That guy is such an amazing artist.
But I mean, when you look at her face, so it almost seems like, let me put all the details in this little green fucker. And that's what he did, boys and girls. All right. So Zatanna number 1, the Brian Boland.
Great variant. The number 6 is the best of all of Boland's covers.
Yeah.
All the 1 and 10s are pretty badass, but Boland's number 6 is pretty nice. She's like got her hat on top of her head, and she's like flicking all the cards. One of my favorite
we always
covers.
talk about DC not doing racial covers. I mean, in 2010 they were doing 1 in 10s, which kind of just trippy. I mean, there was a few years that was just like DC was just like cover A, cover B. You know what I mean? And Marvel's like, hey, 1 in 17, 1 in 22, 1 in 39. Just get them all while you can, boys and girls. But that's it for today, boys and girls. Let's see what's shaking today, boys and girls.
So it looks like the panel score, I got 1 out of 10. Justin's 1 out of 10.
I got a 1.
Yeah.
You got a one. Gabe, did you score any on this?
No way,
list?
dude. I'm a total goose egg on
Ofer
this.
on
Yeah, I
this
think I got
list.
Ofer too. I wasn't paying attention, but I'm pretty sure
Ofer
I'm
on-
Ofer, man.
Some of the comments, I think in the chat, Wookie Fanatic Planet Arizona, 9 straight weeks of offers for Planet Arizona.
Good Lord. Well,
Thanks
hey, man,
for
one of these days, there's always something to try
hanging
for.
out.
Hey, this is the top 10 that we go live every Tuesday on, boys and girls. These are the movers. These are the most units sold for the week. Knights of X. Look at that new
That
alien book
Mandalorian
from
book's still
Marvel.
selling, huh?
That aliens is
Yeah.
dope.
Flashpoint Beyond. But see what's shaking, boys and girls. Hey, there's one of them that we had already.
I got that Batman Beyond.
Nice.
Oh, mine's the newsstand.
Which one is this?
This is the regular direct edition.
Yeah, this is just a regular cover. Let's look at which one was it that was really hot?
The newsstand, the second one.
Here's the most expensive one.
That's the big one. Yeah. I got a 9.4 of this.
$9,000 and a 9.8. What in the shut nuggets is that?
What's a good-
Damn.
But slide down to that one new box. I love this new box. This most common raw, where they tell you what's most commonly sold. I love that box.
That's a cool addition.
So you could tell, like all these, there's some different color combinations and some different things that are actually on the barcode. I didn't know there was a Six Flags version. Huh.
Yeah, that Magic Mountain one. Yeah, this is strange too, because this is Batman Beyond #1, but Batman Beyond's not in the book besides the cover. It's all Terry McGinnis. Number 2 is the first actual Batman Beyond.
Good old Mad magazine. What in the fuck is this?
What?
Mad number 21.
Is it missing the cover, or is that?
That's probably just the cover. It's all those cool ads and stuff.
Yeah. Look at those, man. All the ads how many ads were guns?
Yeah, I think they did it on purpose. Well, there's a compressed torpedo down here that you can buy. A mid camera. That's hilarious, man.
And a live alligator or crocodile.
This is first Alfred E. Newman cover. Was there a key? Would have said that, wouldn't it?
No, I think it's just
$15 for a
dude. This is from March 10th, 1955. So it's like good luck finding them. You know what I mean? 1500 for 9.0. I would get that. Jesus. Yeah, good old Captain Britain there. Oh, shit, do I still have this? I'm trying to remember my own stuff. I'm like, damn, do I still have this?
You have it. It says you have it.
Well, shit. Hopefully I didn't sell it. I've been waiting to sell it. Oh, here we go. We got to look into these. Hey.
Ooh, look at that.
Journey to Mystery back when it was a horror title.
It's back when it was Atlas Comics too.
Yep. Good old Atlas up there. 1,175 for a raw VG in a 3.0 4.5. Good Lord. $7,200 for a 7.0 back in 2015. I'm telling you, man, gotta look at those old books. Tomb of Dracula. This is the one book that I am still hunting actively.
Do you have it on your wish list?
I should. Yeah, I should though. So this is Vampirella #1 from Warren Comics. Gorgeous Frank Frazetta cover. I just love Frank Frazetta's like signature and everything. It's just dope. So it was 1969, but it was 50 cents in 1969, boys and girls.
That's a lot of money back then.
Yeah. $1,000 for a 4.0. Holy shit. Yeah. I think my sweet spot on this is right
for
about
a 4. Wow.
Let me see. My sweet spot on this is right around 7.5. Yeah, I can do that. 7.5.
Just buy it raw. It's like
cheaper raw.
All right, I can do a raw. Whatever you say, man. Don't belittle me. It's my show. Fucker. What's his name again? Craig? Yeah, Craig. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles issue number 7, the second print. Wow. $900 for a 9.8.
I love these old Mirage Turtles books, and they had that weird size still. And they still had like the all red bandanas.
So I have this dude. See this robot guy?
Fugitoid?
Yep, I have that book because it's I think
they got that gobbledygook book.
Yeah, I think it predates Team NT.
You don't have an ASM 300 TiVo?
Nah, I sold all mine off. I'm like, fuck him. Fucking
fuck it, dude.
By the way, he's going to be doing a signing at CGC. I don't know if you saw that creepy. I don't know if you saw that creepy announcement, but get ready to.
Did you pass some old ASM slide up a little bit? Yeah, what's
man.
up with that old? What's up with that one, man?
Number 40.
Yeah.
Spidey saves the day. The end of Green Goblin. The origin of the Green Goblin. $9.35 for a CBCS 9.0. Wow. Sorry, boys and girls, if you're looking for PGX, it's not on here. Just CBCS and CGC, boys and girls. Sorry about that. This is a rather new book to have on here. The infamous Iron Man from
Yeah, what's up with
2016.
that? That's
Esad Ribic. That's dope. I love Esad Ribic. His run on Thor, absolutely incredible, man. The art, the covers at least that he did. I think he may have done some of the original. Anyway, first appearances of Victor Von Doom as Iron Man and Tony Stark AI version 3. Good Lord. Yeah, that's coming. Of course it is. But yeah, it's still a dope cover though. But for that amount, I don't know, man. $750 for a 9.8. I guess. Hey, why not? People have bought in crazier shit, right? She-Hulk. I still have not watched the episode from last night, but I plan to.
That first Rogue, that Avengers 10 or Avengers Annual.
That book is insane these days.
This
But
is
this
dope.
Vengeance book?
No, the Rogue.
Oh, the Rogue. Okay.
Yeah, that book is just
First appearance of Ms. America, $725 for 9.6. Good Lord.
Damn.
She'll be back around. This is going to be This is a good book to get. If it's
Wait,
dipping.
Tim, didn't you sell this? Oh, you sold the cover.
Still got it.
Sell the cover?
No, I still got it. Nobody bought it. It's still sitting on Shortbox, so holler at me. It's not that one. I have this is the one. See, I still have it. It's not a 9.8 though. It's a 9.6. But you know what are you gonna do?
It still works.
Some Rogue Love? Why not? Why not? Rogue Love. Do 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 do. I know that.
This book's been blowing up since they rumored her being in the villain for Captain Marvel 2, right?
Yeah.
So.
Mm-hmm.
I'm digging this.
Oh, that's interesting.
Haven't
Hadn't heard that one.
Oh, that is nice.
Oh, it's a Terry Dotson cover.
Nice.
Yeah, from 2005.
Knows
But
how
I
to
love
go.
how
Oh,
they
this is
kept
from the Marvel Legends.
Yeah,
toy,
I
right?
love how they kept the old price box. What is that? This art
Corner
called?
box.
Yeah, corner box. I love how they kept the original corner box, or at least close to it. Let's see how close it is. Yeah, it's Scarlet
It's pretty
Witch.
dead on.
Yeah, Wonder Man. Yeah, I think it's the exact same box. Let me see. What?
Wonder Man, the most least interesting headshot on there. Just a dude with sunglasses on.
Do his sunglasses.
All right. I wonder if we'll get Wonder Man casting this weekend. I doubt it. Such a weird character.
I heard there's a rumor that the Mandarin, the guy who played the Mandarin, is going to be in that series.
Sir Ben Kingsley's character.
Jesus.
Yeah. Let's see. Why not milk him for whatever he is? Spawn. Little
Are you going to send anything to the new McFarlane signing? Anybody on the panel?
no, hell no.
I
No.
don't
I
know.
was
I
just
may send a
researching
Batman
what
423.
Spawn #1s go for out in the market signed.
Yeah.
I might send one off.
Batman 423 is looking nice to send in.
Ooh, yeah, that's another one.
Bomber Comics. Who's my man with the shirt off?
Oh, this
over
is
here?
definitely a World War II era
Oh, yeah.
covered, judging by those
December
the
1st,
pictures on those bowling pins.
1944. Raw no grade, meaning that they couldn't verify what the grade was. Is one of those people that said, "Hey, take a look at the pictures. I'm not a professional grader." Or if my night's been blowing up, I'm telling you, something's gonna be shown.
I don't disagree with you, Tim. This week
There's
is
too many
Spidey's best time to announce
occurrences
that
just
show.
on this list alone.
Yeah, first appearance of Jake Gomez as Wolf Knight, and I have a feeling they're going to go with the young cat, but I think there are going to be multiple iterations. They're going to go, because Jack Russell's kind of a silly name. I'm just saying, man. Hey, what do you want to name your werewolf? We want to name after a dog. Okay,
A
what kind
little
of dog?
tiny
Jack Russell.
A little
All right.
yelper dog.
Yeah, exactly. My Marvel.
What about
premiere, I was just
that
telling you.
fighting 5 there? I think that's the first Peacemaker.
Yeah,
Is it?
or close to it. Yep, first appearance. Of Peacemaker.
Yeah, look at you. Good knowledge, Gabe.
This
Good
is one of those
knowledge.
books that like nobody cared about. Even when Peacemaker
gosh.
came out, it was still, but it's just a hard book to find.
Yeah, good luck with that.
Yeah.
I mean, 4,700 Raw from March 2022, 1966. I mean, nobody cared about this shit. I mean,
Yeah,
they're
those
such a
Charlton
obscure
comics,
character.
yeah, nobody cares about those.
And it was such a great series on HBO Max, the Peacemaker series. Absolutely freaking hilarious with that crazy ass eagle that he has. Come on now.
yeah,
Ooh.
Eagly's great.
How many of these you got, Justin?
Yeah, how many you got, Justin?
That's an impossible book.
Oh.
That's the only 1 in 25 I don't have in the Thrawn series.
So our Era Alani Chiz cameo, the first meeting of Darth Vader and Thrawn. Wow. All right, I'm digging it. 450 and a 9.8, 1295 and a 9.8 back in 2021.
Wild.
Most recently, 450. So hey, man, half the cost. There you go. Not bad at all. But look at this one. Once Thrawn comes in live action, boys and girls, forget about it. All these are going to blow through.
Forget about it.
Look at that one. That one's dope. I wonder who they're gonna get to play. You know what? I would like to play Thrawn, the dude who played Ronan the Accuser in Guardians of the Galaxy. Why not? Lee Pace, is that his name?
Yeah.
Yeah, why not? And I've always said this is such a good book to get. What if, or excuse me, Marvel 2-in-1, The Thing and Warlock. Suffer not a warlock to live. Here comes Adam Warlock. It's an interesting story. I have to look it up, but I remember I bought this because I was speculating it when at the end of Guardians of the Galaxy 2 when they announced Adam, and God damn it, I gotta think now. It's either the resurrection of him with a particular gemstone or something along those lines. I have to pull it out. I have it in my long boxes somewhere. So, but I'm telling you. All these Marvel 2-in-1s, Marvel team ups, all those, man, are some great things.
Especially with Thing, I would think Thing could probably get his own spinoff.
Holy
series
shit!
Did
we just have a flashback to Spider-Man Bad Spec? Holy cow!
What's going on here?
I hate this cover. This is the worst Spider-Man cover.
Oh my
just
God.
of it being so dark.
Hold on, where's Hydro Man? If I see Molten Man, where's Hydro
Yeah,
Man?
hey, you can get
Actually, it's all the first appearances. No, that's not Prowler's first, right? Or is it?
That's not.
No, that's not Prowler's first.
Yeah.
That's
I mean,
not
someone just went on an amazing Spider-Man binge. That's basically
Dude,
what it is.
Tim, go back up. Go to that Onslaught X-Men all the way at the end there. That's just cool.
Onslaught
That gold
X-Men.
cover. Someone all on the far right.
gold all the way to the right.
I'm tripping. Oh, this one, I was like, holy
Yeah.
cow! I thought it was an alien book or something. I could barely even make it out.
I love this
yeah.
Onslaught, like
You have to
X-Men
look
Onslaught
sideways
Marvel
to see
Universe
the lettering
books.
on it. Yeah.
Yeah, but these gold ones are. I see them. They're getting priced. I would
24
love to have one
karat
of those.
gold cover.
Yeah.
Damn.
Now it's 24 karat, but it still sounds cool. You know what I'm saying? 531 and 9.8. If you guys remember, this is what the original cover looked like.
Yeah.
Boom.
Love these books.
For those who don't remember, Onslaught was like evil personage or something of Charles Xavier. I don't even know how to
It
explain
was
that.
Charles Xavier when he mind wiped
resurrected?
Magneto. Part of Magneto's like consciousness went to his mind and drove him nuts.
Yeah, exactly. It was a big thing though for the comics at the time. I mean,
Yeah.
Marvel Onslaught, and I think they killed Professor X again in that series. I'm like, yeah, poor guy. Wow, Raja Ghul cover, classic. First appearance of Raza Ghul and Neil Adams, he of the blue shirt, I do believe. Batman number 232 came out in 1971. That's awesome. $400 for a raw dog. Of course, 9.8, 22 grand.
Crazy.
This is
man.
one of those crazy books when I always look at it, I always think it's a newer book than what it actually is. I mean,
Yeah.
to me, the art doesn't say it's from 1971, just by the way.
That's
it
Neil
looks.
Adams for you.
Oh yeah. And his art still hasn't changed. It's still the exact same. Sorry, don't sue me, but it's true. Some people grow and some people remain the same for good or bad. So, Ultimate Comics, all new Spider-Man, number 1, the Sarah Pacelli
Sarah
direct edition,
Pacelli.
1 to 15, 9.2 and a 406 for 406. But booyah, 9.8 for 35 hundo. Let me see which ones I have. I actually
1 in
have-
30 is nice.
Yeah, I have one of these on bag. I don't have the news.
The poly bag is cool because there are a secret Stan Lee signature on.
Shut up.
Yeah.
I didn't
Really?
hear that. Are you serious?
Mhm. Yeah, all these poly
I
bags.
have one of
Ultimate
those poly
Universe books
bags.
back in that time. They had like secret Stan Lee signatures in them, and you can kind of see it in the back because it has a certificate of authenticity with it, so you can kind of see it through the bag.
There
So
you
keep an
go.
eye out if you see those
Ah.
like sealed bags.
Gabe just dropping buckets, dropping knowledge.
Look at the dude. You got.
So if you
great
see
knowledge
one on
tonight, Gabe.
eBay,
Great
be like,
knowledge.
"Hey, dude, can you like turn it around so I can see?"
Oh, I don't bid on anything on eBay that doesn't have like a back cover picture, so you can see those. And be like,
Yeah,
oh yeah, there's a
exactly,
certificate of it.
They're great in the
I'll
front,
buy
but then
that.
you turn it back, it's like, God damn! It's
Yeah.
like the club at 2 a.m. when they turn the lights on. Highest known value
Whoa.
CTC 9.6 for 40 grand. Check out my man's crown. Jeez, just take
Just
a
wait till the
minute
movie
to
comes out.
absorb
Name
all-
more.
Just take a minute to absorb everything that's going on in this cover. There is so much font telling you stuff on this. It's absolutely incredible. So you have 72 pages, Fantastic Four annual number 1. It came out in 1963. It's selling for 25 cents and it's an annual. But Undersea Legions of Submariner. At last, the Submariner finds his long lost race. And so begins the most fantastic battle of all time inside the pages of this, the world's greatest comic magazine. Then at the bottom, there's Spider-Man and Dr. Doom. And it says Spider-Man waits within these pages. Also, The Origin of the Fantastic Four, the most requested saga ever printed, and don't miss the awesome gallery of villains. That
All
getting bang for your buck for
25 cents.
Another thing I like about this is that Jack Kirby rarely ever drew Spider-Man. So when you see like a Spider-Man cover, it's always pretty cool because he usually has the spider upside down on his chest.
Yeah, and if you look at his shoulders, there's a lot of webs going on there.
Yeah, he's got way too many webs.
It's like, hold my beer. Let me just get out of seclusion here. Yeah, let me show you how it's done. One more here. Sergeant Fury and his Howling Commandos. That's dope. Look at that. Now that's a man's man. No sleeves, a la Predator style in the fighting wars. Kind of 5 o'clock shadow, and then Dum Dum Dugan over here just doing stupid shit. It's like, I'm telling you, there has to be a Sergeant Fury and his Howling Commandos animated series or whatever. Just make it happen, man. So or at least our version that we saw in Captain America, right? The cast of that was in the first Avenger. We got some of them, I think, in the Peggy Carter series, if I recall correctly. But give me more Howling Commandos. That's what I say. Justin, thanks for joining us last second. Any last words?
Yeah, check out the latest episode of the Comic-Con podcast tomorrow. As soon as this show ends, I'll be editing the episode. So iTunes, Google Podcasts, Spotify, and Anchor FM, the Comic-Con podcast.
Alexa, play Comic-Con podcast on Spotify.
Look at that.
Did it work? Yeah.
No.
Alexa, play Lords of Longbox podcast on Spotify. Gabe, any last words?
Hey, everybody, thanks for showing up. Follow me on Instagram, Gabe Loves 90s Comics.
You're looking very G.I. Joe-ish today with the beard and, bald head.
Very nice.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'm talking like the big act. Remember the old school, like,
Yeah,
G.I.
but my thumbnail on the
ones.
backward side of my thumb. Yeah.
Yeah. You can look at that. All right. Sorry, nothing for you, JB, but what do you got?
Oh, man, I need the shameless plug. Go follow me on Instagram so you can see the books that I am putting up for my very first 4 Whatnot Lives that I've scheduled, including that ASM 40 that you just saw in the Shakers list on Wednesday's show.
Perfect segue. Booyah. All right, boys and girls, we'll see you next Tuesday for the Cover Price Top 10, but we're going live throughout this weekend, depending on what drops on what day. I'm definitely going to do Marvel, and if there's Star Wars news, we'll go live for that panel too to see what they drop. So I'll be sprinkling in throughout the weekend, Saturday, Sunday, and possibly tomorrow, depending on what the panels are coming. But until next time, boys and girls, keep digging in them long boxes. Peace out.
Shake and bake and pull it back.
Oh my God.
Hold on and get some, boy. In the great hall of the Justice League, there are assembled the world's 3 greatest heroes, created from the cosmic legends of the universe. Their mission, to fight injustice, to right that which is wrong, and to serve all mankind.
Now that's a name I've not heard.
In this, you shall know that the Lord is upright.
Shake and bake and pull it back.
In this, you shall know that the Lord is upright. In this, you shall know that the Lord is upright. Hold on and get some, boy.
Jack, here's the deal. I'm the best there is.
In this, you shall know that the Lord